Hi, my name is Laura and I'm the founder of Underlash. Before applying your Quickie lashes, I highly recommend you watching this tutorial for the best experience. These are pre-bonded lashes, meaning they don't require any additional bond or seal. With proper application and care, these lashes can be worn for 5 to 7 days. So let's get started. The Quickies are the easiest and fastest way to apply false lashes. You are in the learning phase and you may need to sacrifice a lash cluster or two while you get the hang of it. First, you need to set yourself up for success. You'll need good lighting and a mirror. Even better if you have a magnifying mirror. You'll also need a lash applicator, which you can find on our storefront, and an optional lash curler for that extra lift. Handle your Quickie lashes with care. They are pre-bonded and super sticky, and that's exactly what gives you a great hold. However, if you are not careful, you may accidentally damage the lashes. Take your time and handle them gently for the best results. Tip: if your lashes are straight or point downwards, use a curler to curl your natural lashes. You will notice inside the box that you'll see numbers stating 8, 10, 12, 12 and 14. These are the length of the lashes in millimeters. You traditionally use the smaller in the inside of the eye and then use the longer lengths on the outside of the eye. And it's up to you which ones you apply first, starting from the inside or the outside. I personally like to start with the longer lashes on the outside of the eye. I will be using lengths 12, 10 and 8. I traditionally use these lengths, but sometimes I'll use a 14 if it's for an evening occasion on the ends, but I like to stick to my original 8, 10s and 12s. When removing your Quickie segment, use the lash applicator and come in on an angle, picking up the lash. Be sure not to touch the bonded strip. I like to do a few light tugs and pull along on the top of the lash segment to help it come away loose from the box. You can place the lash directly onto your natural lash, or you can use your Map It pad and choose the lashes that you're going to wear today and place them on your pad for easy access. Make sure the applicator is the right way round. The logo, the Underlash logo, needs to be facing towards you. When applying the lash segment, make sure this curve on the applicator is in line with the natural curve of your eye. We suggest using the opposite hand to lift up your eye so you have a clear view of your waterline. You're going to grab your first lash and you're going to apply it underneath your natural lashes. Compared to our original Underlash, you can apply these lashes just slightly onto your waterline, but it is best just to apply just above. So what you're going to do is place it on, you'll feel the grab and you'll let go. Tip: leave a couple of your natural lashes out of the end so that you don't get that drag down effect. Once you've applied your first lash segment, you can use the applicator to just gently push and secure it onto your natural lashes. With your second lash segment, you want to make sure that they're tightly next to each other so that you don't have any gaps. If you are wearing them for the 5 to 7 days, you can slightly overlap them. If you're wanting to wear the lashes just for the one day, you want to make sure that they're snug close to each other, but they're not overlapping, so that then when you remove them, they are not sticking together. So I have put 2 12s on the end, and I'm going to go in and put on another 12. And what you want to do is place it on and let go. You'll feel the grab. You don't need to push it in. Let go of your eye, use the applicator, and then secure. I'm going to go in with a 10 now, and you want to change the angle of your applicator. So this line is in line with the shape of your eye. Lift up the eye and place. I'm going to go in with my last segment, and I'm going to be using a 8mm. Lift up your eye, making sure that the curve is in line. You're going to pop on and let go. Be sure to check each lash segment before applying to your eye. These lashes are handmade and they're super fluffy, so sometimes some of the hairs can be pointing downwards. If that happens, just make sure you give them a little snip before putting them on your eye, otherwise this will cause irritation. If your hands are clean and clean from any oil, you can use the edge of your finger just to slightly push your lashes in to secure. Tip: if your lashes still feel sticky, use a little bit of translucent powder, put it on a brush and just dab it where the lash feels sticky. You shouldn't be able to feel these lashes at all. If you squeeze your eyes and blink your eyes and you feel that you can feel the lashes, lift up your eye and grab hold of the lash and just slightly pull. This is just going to pull it out of your waterline and make it feel more comfortable. So you're probably wondering if you can get the Quickies wet. The lashes are water resistant. They can stand some water, but keep in mind, the more that you get them wet, the quicker they're going to come off. A little bit of splashing in the shower is okay. To clean makeup off your eyes, we suggest using the cloth, which you'll find in our store. Clean above and under with the cloth wrapped around your finger. I don't suggest cleaning the lashes themselves. Okay, we're going to move over to the other eye now. So curl your lashes if you need to. This eye is going to be a little bit more tricky if your dominant hand is your right hand. So take your time and be patient. You can use your other hand and apply the lashes. I personally can't, so I will keep the applicator in my right hand and lift the eye so I have a clear view as I apply the lashes. This time I'm going to start on the inside and work my way out. So you want to lift your eye and you're going to place and you'll feel the tug and you'll let go. Make sure the applicator is in line with your natural curve of your eye. Place the lash on and let go. Use the base of the lash applicator to push and secure. If your lash becomes loose or you lose a segment from sleeping or showering, you can easily remove the lash and replace a new one on. I'm now going in with a 12. So I have 1/8 in the inside and then I have a 10 and now I have a 12. Now that I have applied both with 4 segments on each eye, I notice that I still have a little gap on the end here. This could just be where your eyes are slightly unsymmetrical and this eye's got more of a curve to it. So I'm going to grab one of my lashes and I'm going to cut it in half to just place on that end. So you want to make sure that it's in between and you're just going to cut and remove. I'm just going to grab this one and just put that one on the end. And that's it, simple, no fuss lashes applied in a quickie.